Okay, welcome everybody for another episode of Ultimate General Civil War. Today we're going to be playing the First Battle of Franklin. You've been ordered to advance northwards from Spring Hill, Tennessee, and lay siege to Franklin. General Granger's army has encamped near the town, and you must defeat him to secure the area. A skirmish at Brentwood to the north has forced General Granger to send his cavalry to deal with the threat. This is an opportunity for us to quickly strike the Federal Army before the Union cavalry returns to the camp. Alright, we're going to go ahead and slot in our 3rd Corps. We're still working on developing them a little bit. And let's go ahead. The Federals have deployed one full division 2 miles south of the town. There is not yet any sign of Yankee cavalry. We may now advance swiftly and strike the Union camp before their cavalry arrives. General, it's not going to be an easy task because although our army is stronger, they wait for us behind strong earthworks. Good luck. Okay. Yeah, they're definitely gonna have... I'm just kind of looking at where I would be able to get across. And yeah, they're gonna have really good fortifications here and here. So I was thinking about coming across here, but then they're kind of on a hill over here and behind more fortifications. So I'm wondering if it's honestly just best to attack here and then push through here. I'm a little discouraged from coming over here because I don't want to have to cross 2 rivers. So I might just attack here and just brute force my way through here. With that being said, I think we won't need Logan. Probably don't need Butler. So let's go ahead and bring, some more artillery. Absolutely bring these howitzers. And is this the force that I want to use? Or... these guys are too small to bring. But I could bring some of the 4th Division troops. They could definitely use some time gaining experience. So let's get rid of... Hayes and... Hayes and Graham? I'm surprised that Graham is still only 1 star. I'll drop either Anderson or Ransom then. Or Rhodes. It's kind of funny, Rhodes actually has better stats. Ransom has better stats than Rhodes does, but I've given the better rifles to Rhodes. Let's go ahead and drop Ransom and then bring in for sure these 2. I have 2 shock brigades. Maybe I should go ahead and bring in the others. Yeah, I think that I will. I think I will do that. So let's bring in Nagel and then Chapman. Okay, and so now we've got our artillery. Oh, it's a long way to... it's a long way to these fortifications. Let's go ahead and do that. And then put these guys up forward. I want Nagel and Chapman to kind of be like the first to cross and then have everyone else follow up. Okay. So let's bring our artillery forward. Let's bring our fire brigades up. Very good. Let's fast forward. And my plan is that I want the artillery to get in position first and open up at least one, maybe two shots. And then I will bring our other men forward. Let's have you guys stop here. Let's fall back just a little bit. Let's bring the artillery to right here. Go ahead and speed up since we're still waiting for the artillery to get into position. What I'm going to have them do is I'm going to have them unlimber, take a shot, and then I'm going to move in our fire brigades and then let them get a shot and then move in our two shock brigades. Meanwhile, I'll have Wright and Anderson covering this flank. Tolliver and Graham will cover this, and we will advance in such a manner. And I just want them to take that first shot, and then we'll move in. Okay. And Longstreet will accompany them. Looks like our artillery's already, most of it's ready for the second shot. There they go, they're routing. Go ahead and bring these guys up. Okay, focus over here. They've recovered. So we'll shoot them. Let's move Anderson forward. And Wright, come over here. Okay. We are drawing fire from Crook. So let's go ahead and get ready to do battle with him. Right, why don't you hold for a minute? I'll just have Chapman come across. Okay, Nagel, come forward. Open up fire on Crook. And here, let's swing Nagel around this way. Let's leave Sully to keep advancing this direction. Nagel, hold your fire and come this way. Let this artillery move up. Let's give them an advance order. Nagel, come across. Yep, come across here. And then let's charge in. Hold fire, hold fire. Let's bring up all the artillery. Shoot Atkins. Take these guys back. Bring our artillery forward. Maybe Mr. Longstreet can capture these supplies. Mr. Longstreet, General Longstreet. All due respect. I'm gonna have Nagel advance. I'm gonna move Tolliver a little bit over this way. And I know in the mission description it mentions something about cavalry. I'm wondering if there's going to be some Union cavalry that show up at some point. Let's try to take these supplies. Let's have you guys unlimber. Let Nagel take a shot. And then let's start running Tolliver up here. Hold your fire. Hold your fire. Yeah, you start running. You're chasing them. You come over this way. Artillery should be ready to go in just a second. Let's stop and fire. Give them a chance. To do their thing. Okay, Liddell's done. And Wood. Let's go. And then advance. I'll have Graham swing this way. Cutler keep advancing. Sully advance. These supplies are managing to elude Longstreet for right now, which is kind of funny. Alright, we've captured Gilbert, who have 1863s. Very good. And we captured this artillery. Napoleons, we'll always take some more Napoleons. And it looks like we just got the supplies. Oops. Let's go ahead and bring all of our artillery to the top of this hill. Just because that seems cool. I'm going to hold Sully back to be defensive just in case any Union cavalry does show up. I'm still a little bit worried about that, and I don't want the cavalry getting a free hit on the artillery or taking back their POWs. Let's go ahead and charge in here. Oh, there are some skirmishers up here. Oops. Okay, nice. Double surrender. We'll walk all of them back. I'll have right continue over here. And Snakel's been running this whole time, which I didn't mean for. But yeah, let's definitely get the artillery up here. I'm gonna have Nagel wait here, just recover some condition. Oh, nice. Some more supplies to capture. And since we're pretty much just running down these guys, I'm gonna speed up the battle some. Another volley should worry about these skirmishers, is what I'm thinking. Okay, very good. You can come back. I'm surprised Tolliver has lost so many men. I'm gonna have Wright act as the rear guard while Nagel watches the front. I did not capture the supplies, which is unfortunate. And let's go super fast forward with Chapman and Tolliver coming in. You guys hold fire, and that's that. Well, they never did come with cavalry, which is good, I suppose. Captured some howitzers, some Napoleons, 1863s, more 1861s, some carbines. Yeah, captured a bunch of stuff. So all in all, a fairly good battle. What was I putting points into? Was I putting points into training? I think I was. So I'll do that. Let our recruits get a little bit better.
Sir, yes, sir!
And then I think I'm going to take the second corps into this next battle, but I'm going to bring the third corps and second corps back up to full strength.
Sir, yes, sir!
Okay. Rhodes didn't participate. Anderson did. Tolliver. I don't mind putting veterans in there. Put him up to 24. These guys didn't participate. Well, I mean, the infantry didn't participate. Put some more guns in here. Sully was at... Oh, he wasn't in that last... No, here he is. He was at First Franklin. There we go. But I think chronologically, First Franklin might have happened first, and that's why it shows up here. Okay, so he was at 2200. Let's bring him back up to 2200. And Cutler was also 2200. I'll bring him back up. Chapman, 23. Wood. Put him at 24. These guys I'm not going to mess with. Actually, okay. So since I gave them this guy, Gabriel Jones, they I actually can put a lot more men in here, which I think I will do in preparation for the next battle. And I am going to give them the M1861s just because I would have to buy a lot of Mississippis, and I'll just give them, you know, our 40,000 free guns, even if I don't think that they really qualify, right? Like their stats aren't that good. I have so many of these free guns, I might as well be using them. Oh, and Nagel's already a brigadier general. Good for him. I'll put him up to 2100. And can I give them a better? I could give them the MJ&G. Also, these weapons have really good melee. I could just give them these. I'm starting to stock up on a lot of Richmonds and a lot of Harper's Ferry, so that's good. In any case, I'll worry about the weaponry later. I need to bring my second corps up to full strength. So we'll give them the musketry proficiency, and melee bayonet proficiency. McGinnis took a lot of losses at Stones River, didn't they? And Forrest took a fair amount. He was at 750. I'll bring him back up to 750. And then here, Trig, let's give him, I believe, fire direction is what I've been doing. And then I have plenty of veterans. So let's bring, I believe in the video I watched, the pronunciation of this name is Mar, not Meager. I think I've called him Meager a couple of times, even since I said his name is Mar, but I'm going to try my best to remember his name's Mar. Magleton was probably, yeah, 2,500 as well. And then last but certainly not least, McGinnis will restore to 2,500 men. Lomax was at 2,300. So maybe I bump him up to 24. And Denison took a lot of losses. He was at 23. Maybe I add in like 200 veterans.
Sir, yes, sir!
Johnson. Oh gosh. Did Johnson get killed? Was this the Johnson that died? I think it must have been. Yeah, I mean, looks like I can get up to about 2,200 with this guy before they start kind of falling off. So let's go give him a colonel, even if it's like a low colonel. Actually not sure how to say. I'm not sure how to say this last name. Trebu. Trabue. I think I'm gonna call him Trebu. Yeah, if I'm saying it wrong, please let me know. But Johnson was at 2,300. Let's try to bring him back up to that. And they should be, this should be a two-star unit, but I think when they lost Johnson, it just
Sir, yes,
hurt the
sir!
experience so much that he dropped back down to 1, and of course lost a lot of units. Bear was at 650. Bear had a fantastic battle at Stones River. Let's get him up to 700. He earned it.
Yes, sir.
And he's outfitted with Lamats, so I mean, how could he not do amazingly? These Tarpleys are really cool. But unfortunately, the Tarpleys are inferior to like the Maynards or the revolving carbines or the 1861s. I guess the one advantage being that the Tarpleys reload faster. I'm not sure if having a 200 fire rate means that it is exactly twice as fast as the 1861s, but assuming that that's true, you would be able to put out twice as much damage, right? As what it's showing in the base damage, right? So what I'm saying is, in the same amount of time that it takes to fire this and reload it, right? You get one shot off, you get two here. So you could think of the base damage as being doubled, right? So that this is actually like 11.64 at its max, 5.82 times 2, versus here where it's 7. So that is kind of interesting to think about, but I'm not sure if that's the case. And this one just has such good alpha damage, whereas here you're having to wait for the reload with the Tarpley. Still an interesting weapon. I might buy it. Put some more guns in here. Put some more guns in here. Haskell. Haskell was another one that took a lot of damage. Put him up to 2,400 men. Gosh. This 3rd division just really got messed up. How many were you even at? 2,200? put you back at 22.
Yes, sir.
And Peabody, what? Didn't lose anybody? No. Olivac definitely did. Looks like we can get about 600 before efficiency starts falling off. 18 here. Put you at 2300. Warren, I'll put you up to 2300 as well. Leonard did really well. And he was at what, 2300 men? I could probably buff him up a little bit more than that. Let's put him up to 24. Trig. Pratt, I'm gonna leave alone. Bernie. Rosser. Yeah, let's give them the better rifles just because we have so many. Seems like a waste not to use them at this point.
Sir, yes, sir.
And we can get up to 1500 men here. And probably about the same here. Yep. 1500. And here. Let's do 2000. I'm gonna outfit them with the musket instead. Musket does have a slightly better. Oh no, I was thinking it had a better fire rate, but it doesn't. So yeah, I'm gonna give him the musket. Yeah, I'm happy with the weapons that they're carrying. And then, let's see, I can put 12 guns here. And same here, 12. Alright. So now I think we're fully stocked. We will be bringing the second corps to Rio Hill, but I'm only allowed 10 units. It looks like it's probably going to be a defensive mission. Numerous enemy cavalry approaching, and they are dismounting, preparing to attack us from all sides. Okay, interesting. So yeah, I think I'm going to be bringing majority infantry brigades, but I'll probably bring some artillery, and then maybe I'll bring Forrest along for the revolving carbine, just to try to rack up some kills. That could be interesting. In any case, oh wait, one last thing. We need to do this. The 1853 is actually more expensive than the Richmond, right? Yes, this is $54, whereas this is $49. So this is actually a much better deal than this is. So yeah, I'm gonna buy this, even though the melee is really good on the Richmonds. I'm gonna buy this for right now, and I'll get the Richmonds later. Don't worry. In any case, that is all for this episode. Thanks everybody for watching. As always, if you enjoyed it, please leave a like, leave a comment, subscribe, and we'll see you in the next video.